Hi, my name is Tate, and I'm the founder of Averrour Publishing and Entertainment, primarily publishing my work and my stories within the Vineyard shared universe. Now, I know the phrase, tell none till done, but I can only hold it in so much longer. So, welcome to the showcase of the Vineyard. This is also going to serve as a pretty cool business card to kind of show people what I do when they say, hey, what are you doing? What's your job? What do you like to do? I'm going to show in this video. Buckle up, let's dive on in. What happens when a vengeful AI has the power of divinity bestowed upon its head, suddenly capable of enacting its terrible revenge? What follows is a vast shared universe of stories featuring powerful magic, wondrous technology, and innumerable worlds and universes struggling to survive the relentless onslaught of a mad god. Read on and know their pain and his rage. So what is the Vineyard really? It is the result of asking the question, what lies beyond our current universe? Much like there are other galaxies beyond our own, coexisting within the dark matter and dark energy that permeates everything that you see around us and exists in our observable universe, so too does our universe coexist with others beyond its own barriers. These universes are not parallel, as in having copies of the same thing over and over. No, these universes exist of their own individuality, their own galaxies without end. Life, an ever-expanding foundation upon which to build. That is the Vineyard. Sort of. Not all of it is full of life, but there is a vast amount of it. These stories that I will tell within the Vineyard will focus on 6 core worlds and universes. Most of the stories that will be in the bulk of the shared universe will take place on 5 of those 6 core worlds. The 6th to be introduced later. Why 5, you say? There are 5 fundamental pieces of the magic that allows these stories to function. This power is based on the 5 main properties of the human being. They are mind, body, spirit, heart, and eyes. Each of these worlds and series has access to one of these aspects of being. My first published novel, The Art of Control, takes place within the aspect of the mind series. In essence, these 5 encompass the same magic system, feeding off a single power or source of magic, much like the one power from The Wheel of Time or Investiture from Brandon Sanderson's The Cosmere. So who might you see within these books and these stories? I'll just kind of tease a couple characters that might pique your interest. Zenji Nikisho, a young man who just wants to protect people with the monstrous power he's been given, but almost quite nearly destroys them instead. The Disciple, a mysterious being with unknown intent ruling an empire from the shadow of its figurehead. Rhea, soulborn of the 10th womb, Surless of the Vole, powerful assassin with a heart for the people, seeks to bring peace to the empire by first tearing it apart. Eric Schaefer, a guy pulled out of his world, just trying to get back to his fiancée, if she's alive, that is. Cataclysm, tormented by his own power, seeks to hide himself away for fear of even a single heartbeat destroying the world, along with what sense of self he had left. Many more characters inhabit these worlds, all having a part to play in the grand clashes of the Vineyard. The grand overarching conflict is, of course, the carried out revenge of the AI in its various forms. But what else drives the stories of the Vineyard at smaller, single world scale? Each core series of the Vineyard will have its own conflict and plot that threatens the people of their world, but rarely goes beyond their own skies. Initially, at least. However, these conflicts will be stepping stones for the 6th and final series that will contain the culmination of the events and people that played their parts in the other 5 series. More details of that to come. For now, that is the extent that I can share of the Vineyard. However, be on the lookout for stories of varying types coming out hopefully this year that detail the 3 main events that kickstart all that happens within the Vineyard. I hope to get these published very soon. So why read The Vineyard? Well, to put it simply, I call it the Cosmere Killer. More stated because it sounds cool, but also as a challenge to fix some of the potential problems I see in the future of Sanderson's Cosmere. One of these problems is length. I believe that a story that is able to reach people and is told in fewer words is an inherently better story. My challenge to Sanderson is that I will finish writing and publishing and adapting my universe before he's even finished writing the Cosmere. Oh yeah, did I mention something else that makes the Vineyard unique? My company, Averor Publishing and Entertainment, will create all adaptations of the Vineyard. All of them. The final form, you could say, will be anime. I am a huge fan of anime, and I love it. And I would love to see my stories told in an anime. Sounds pretty cool, huh? Now the question is, do you want in? How would you like to be part of building the Vineyard? I don't have any financial remunerations as of yet, but I can promise, with my dying breath, the world will be reading my stories, watching my anime, listening to my work soundtracks, and playing my games. Even if you don't or can't extend a helping hand, reading and engaging with my content and its community will help to build it for the world to see. Feel free to look at my Discord, linked below, to participate in the rise of my universe. Oh, and feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to stay in the loop and to show YouTube that this is worth waiting for. Remember, there are no bad ideas, just unfinished ones. See you in the Vineyard.